Sarah, looking good in the long johns. Studies show that 25% of children don't have all the skills they need when they show up for that important first day of school. And preschoolers who learn to read early perform better throughout their school years. Now, the question is how to get your child started early the right way. So this morning we are getting tips from Laura Burgess of Oxford Learning. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
So we're talking about little readers.
Yes.
And I was an early reader. I think my parents must have just given me a book and said, go to it or something. I don't remember. But why is it important to get early, kids reading early?
Well, reading is one of the most important skills that children can develop, and especially at an early age. It opens all kinds of doors and provides a lot of opportunities for young kids. So it really is the determiner of future success.
And the thing about reading is it's actually needed in all subjects.
Absolutely.
I guess once they head to school. So now how early can you start your child with reading?
You can start, we have a program, our Little Readers program starts at 3 where we're formally teaching reading, but reading is one of those things that you can start very early with language development, teaching kids sounds that letters make, and practice things at home. What sound does ball start with? And doing those sort of game types of activities at home at an early age where kids are developing those skills that lead into reading.
And I was reading some research that said that starting early is important because we all kind of lose our ability to learn things as we age. Sorry. But there is a study, right? I guess that's another reason why starting early is better.
Earlier is better, absolutely. Kids are sponges at around 2, 3, 4. When we think about it, developing language is really the largest or the biggest skill that anybody ever learns. So kids at that age are really able to absorb so much. So the more we can teach at a young age, the better off they'll be in the future.
So if you start at, say, 2 or 3, what should your expectations be as a parent? I mean, obviously they're not going to be hitting War and Peace right away.
But it's really those beginning skills. So teaching them this, first of all, the letter names. So not just the alphabet song, but really, in isolation. Can they recognize a letter? What sound does that letter make? So teaching kids that, A says like apple, or B says B, like ball. So getting them to relate those sounds to things around them. So it can be, everyday things at home, taking them to the grocery store, picking out things that start with the letter P, for example, and really encouraging kids to start off with the sounds, and then we move into putting things together. So rhyming and that sort of thing.
That kind of thing. So it is a gradual process.
Absolutely.
Now, we, in a few minutes, will be back later in CTV Morning Live with some more tips on how you can get your kids reading, particularly revolving around books and how you can kind of get kids into books. So we'll talk to you again.